Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming to honor Zeke and remember all the beauty. I'm going to do a little song, something like about Zeke by Don McLean Vincent. And I'm going to try to do a little harmonica song and some Tibetan yoga that helps souls in the 40 days of Bardo after death. Did you ever wonder what really happens there? Well, you can get a preview from Evans Wentz, Tibetan Yoga and Secret Doctrines, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Okay, so I'll do this little song here and then explain the Tibetan Yoga for protecting the souls of the deceased. Starry night, strength is a balance in the grave. Turn on a summer's day, eyes at noon, soul, shadows on the hill, touches trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze, winter chills, in colors on the snowy linen land. I understand. Time to say to me, you suffered for your sanity. Time to set them free. I listen, baby, not know how. Perhaps I listen now. Starry night, rain falls on the burning clouds of holiday, respecting Zeke's eyes of turning you, who's changing too. Sunshines and anger rain, with faces lined with pain, hearts through beneath the artist's loving hand. Understand. You tried to say to me, suffer for your sanity. Tried to set them free, not listen, you did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, cannot love you. Love was true. When your hope was at the shine, that starry night took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Ezekiel, world was never meant for as beautiful as you. Starry night, just hung an empty hall. Famous names and famous wrongs, with eyes that watch the world you can't forget. The strangers that you met, the man in ragged clothes, silver thorn of bloody rose, like crust and broken on the virgin snow. I know what you tried to say to me. You suffered for your sanity. You tried to set them free, but not listen, listening still. Perhaps they never will. Zeke, what I remember, Zeke playing the drums in Alameda. I remembered him playing the drums in Alameda. He could play better. He could play as good as a professional. He was just brilliant natural genius. Just improvising like as good as I've ever heard on the drums and the bass. So my dream was always to have him go to Oregon and get the music going. Wasn't meant to be, but like they say, you know, the big gig in the sky. So keep going on that one. So I'm going to try to bring it on home a little bit. Bringing it on home, Sonny Boy Williamson. You can find this one. This is a great old standard. Bringing it on home, home, everywhere. Hey, damn. Baby, bring it on home to you. Got my ticket, brought my load. Conductor hollered, olive bud. Got my seat way in the back. Watch this train going down the track. Baby, baby, bring it on home to you. Think about the good times I once have had. My soul got happy and my heart got glad. Think about the way you love me too. Bet your life I'm coming home to you. Baby, bring it on home. 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 Bring it on home to you. Okay, bring it on home. Bring it on home, yeah. Tibetan yoga and the transference of consciousness. The soul goes to the bardo for 40 days, and then it can have rebirth or not, depending on the karmic and destiny. There are things to watch out for, like the white hole, the red hole, the black hole. It's all spelled out in Tibetan Yoga by Evans Wentz, Evanswenc, in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. I practice this when I see somebody that dies by accident or untimely, for their soul. It helps me to heal. And you begin by imagining, well, first you say, and I will say this slowly so you can repeat it. In the divine guru, the embodiment of all protection. From now till the essence of perfection be attained, do I seek refuge. O you samsaric beings, innumerable in number, dedicate your minds to the divine path of good wishes for entering into perfection. Repeat this a couple times. When you imagine the root guru, the divine guru, he's a being there in the spirit sky, sitting on a throne with rainbow behind him, shimmering robes, arms crossed with a bell in one hand and the Dorhe knife in the other to cut through ignorance, the blue face and a beard. In his heart is the letter H-U-M, the letters H-U-M, whom in blue, name for God, one of the main names for God in the Sanskrit and the Hindu ancient philosophy from 5,000 years ago. Then below him, you imagine the consciousness of the departed soul. It doesn't have a body, particular form. This the consciousness was imagined as the yogini Vajra, the divine yogini. You can imagine it as they say, a 16-year-old virgin with a translucent body. Around her head is a tiara of 5 skulls. Around her neck is a necklace of 50 dripping heads. She's standing on a body. In her left arm, she's cradling the mirror of karma that you judge yourself with. In the right hand, the Dorhe knife to cut through ignorance. In her heart, the translucent red appearance. In her heart, the red whom in red. The letter whom, H-U-M, for God. You say Heeg, H-E-E-G, Heeg, loudly, forcefully, sending the U from the blue whom above her down to grasp the M in the red whom. Then you say He again and bring the red whom with the blue U from the whom above into the throat chakra, the 5th chakra, and then He again, bring the red whom to the 3rd eye, the 6th chakra. He again to the crown of the head, the 7th chakra, and He the last time, bringing the red whom and merging it into the blue whom in the divine guru's, the root guru's heart chakra. Merging it into the blue chakra, the red whom into the blue whom in the divine guru's chakra, heart chakra above her. Then you loudly say fat, P-H-A-T, fat, and you remain in a spiritual state for a while. And then you can say that in the divine guru, the embodiment of all protection, now till the essence of perfection be attained, do I seek refuge. Or you sang Sarg beings, innumerable in number, dedicate your minds to the divine path of good wishes for entering into perfection. So you can chant that a few more times, and you have sort of got a little insurance for the departed soul. Your part that you can do for them in a very clear and detailed way. Then they will get their karmic destiny up to do. I do not believe in the idea of, like, for example, of a suicide going to hell. Hell is temporary, according to the Hindu Vedas. You are reborn eventually, maybe a million, billion years, whatever it is, 100 years. Karmic destiny, karma, determining that. And you always get, as a human body, you are in the highest form of life and spirit. So it will eventually reach realization, final enlightenment, and liberation. So I'm not going to fear for Ezekiel on that part, on that account. You go to some bad places, okay, and you go to some better places, okay, you finally transcend it into nirvana, merging nirvana, the absolute, beyond comprehension, and samsara, the material universes. So thank you very much for being here. And I'm in Thailand, of course, and I will be back when I can. And of course it's just a tough one, but we're going to get through it. And I believe that these kind of things will heal yourself and will hopefully do something for the departed souls. Okay, love to everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you much for being here again. You can check me out on YouTube, Todd Saed. I'll put this on YouTube.